Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avindian. Welcome you to a new episode of Out of the Park Baseball 18. So, beginning with this episode and going into the future weeks, we're only going to be playing one season an episode. I think 2 seasons last time put us almost at the 2-hour mark, and I think that was just too long. More importantly, you're going to be getting 5 seasons a week, as opposed to just 2, so hopefully that makes up for it. We've got some important goals. We need to play close to 500 ball. We need to get a top 10 prospect, build the top 3 minor league system, and we need to win a world championship, either this season or next season. And that's going to be really hard. He is pretty happy so far, but these goals are going to be hard to compete with. A lot's going to depend on this draft. If we're going to get our top 10 and our top 3 minor league system. Because we haven't bottomed out yet. And that's kind of the catch-22, isn't it? If you don't bottom out, you don't get the best prospects. But if you bottom out, there's a better chance you'll get fired. I want to check one quick setting in the game. I want to check trading. Online league, no. Okay, trading difficulty average, trading preference neutral. That's fine. I still think not nearly enough prospects move, but I kind of get it. Ooh, the default's actually much lower on ratings. Normally it's mostly ratings than the stats. I actually like this one a lot. It's actually a really good evaluation strategy. Okay, so what we need to do is find the top 10 prospect. And we've got some interesting players, no doubt. But I think we need to go ahead and hopefully this is going to be a good offseason for us. Because I'm getting the sense we're running out of time. Oh, right, everyone has to come off the DL. That's fine. Up to MVP, please. I bet we might get like a Gold Glove or 2. So each episode from now on will start with the off-season, and then we'll play through the regular season and end the season and the episode before the next off-season starts. I'm really hoping we find something. Oh, no, crap. Oh, I screwed up. I keep forgetting. I keep thinking that there's going to be like a specific free agent mark. We need to check out free agents like right now. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. Let's look first of all and see if anyone got released. Ray Blades became a free agent. Oh yeah, and we've got to fill a couple of personnel spots, don't we? I need a new assistant GM. And for GMs, all that matters, if you are the GM, is development. Literally nothing else matters. Trading preference might be good too. You know what? Welcome, Pat Color. I would like you to be the new assistant GM. Bam. Let's look at free agency now. Yeah, Horace Allen, who I had last season. No, I had him a couple seasons ago, that's right. I just don't see anybody here that I'm like, oh my god, I have to get this player. Like a George Blayholder wouldn't be a bad choice. Okay, so last season, we had a problem with home runs and a problem with steals. So was there anyone with like a ton of power on the market? I mean like all the power. Yes. Really, Horace Allen would be like the best player to bring in. But whose spot would he take? I mean, Fonseca's still really solid. Jensen is okay. Jacobson is okay. Maybe we're reaching the point where we have to start thinking about replacing Jacobson. You know, before anything else, maybe actually would be a good idea to just evaluate the team. English had a great season. That's now 3 seasons. He's provided really excellent production, mostly because of his mostly because of his ability to hit triples. Sizzler had another fine offensive year. Fonseca did. Bishop did. O'Neal's starting to age a little bit, where he's not hitting the way he used to. Charlie High was actually pretty good power hitter when he was healthy. His problem was he never was. Rigney did okay. Carl East, buddy, I think it's time to let you go. Because you're losing power, and that was your one thing. I think we're going to go ahead and release Carl East. Oh, I'll send him a AA. Oh, he doesn't want to be demoted? Can I get anything of value for Carl East? Even something interesting, I will accept. There's some players of baseball. Ray Gardner's a decent shortstop who can't hit at all. Good discipline, but he can't hit. And he's not likely to get much better at that either. Jacobs plays Blad center field and can't hit. I think we're going to see a pattern here. Ray Cunningham can't hit and is actually a mediocre third baseman. Foy Harper, pretty decent center fielder. Just for that reason and the fact he's so young, I will actually trade for Foy Harper. I can see if they'll throw in anything else, like Pat Carraway, but I'm pretty sure they won't. Yeah, you want quite a bit. And Carraway is not clearly better, although he's got really good stuff. I'll just take this deal. I mean, it's not the kind of deal that's meant to make a big splash. This is the kind that gives us at least something interesting in exchange for something that's not very interesting. And you are in the Texas League, so we'll see how you do. Who else was like a millstone on the team? Freddie Lindstrom had kind of a bad season. And our question has to become, is he not very good? I don't know. I think it's Rigney's spot to start spring training, and then we'll see if Lindstrom can win his way back in. Let's look at pitching. Al Grabowski, not very good. Johnny Stewart, not very good. Great year for May, Thomas, and French. We've got a decent pitching staff now. It's maybe not brilliant, but I'd be surprised if Jakey May gets some down-ballot Cy Young votes. He went 18-11 and pitched pretty damn well. Tommy Thomas, you know, he may not be 4th overall pick necessarily, but he's been consistently one of the better pitchers in the league. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate he's been consistent, giving me lots and lots of innings and pitching generally good to well. Although I don't think his career is going to be very long. Frenchie is making the most of what he's got. This ERA needs to come down, though. And I think as his control improves, I think we'll really start to see him come into his own as a top-flight pitcher. Okay. So that's interesting information, and there's not really anyone I want to sign in free agency because there are no obvious holes. Except for, like, if there's, like, a great center fielder who's both a good hitter and a good pitcher, or a good hitter and a good pitcher, a good hitter and a good fielder. Why can't I click on any buttons all of a sudden? That's weird. Okay, I'm going to save the game really quickly. Sometimes this happens. It's a weird problem with OOTP 18 that I hope they fix in later ones, where it just like freezes the menus for reasons. I could bring in Ty Cobb, but he can't play center field anymore. Okay, let's start with outfielders. And then I want default, and I want overall. Fred Schulte is a pretty good center fielder. And he's a pretty decent hitter, too. Or at least he could be. Can I bring you back, or are you just going to laugh in my face? I will actually offer him a deal. Because I think he could be very useful. Unless, like, Jensen was like Gold Glove caliber defense, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't. Okay, he was actually really good defensively. But no amount of defense is going to make up for that just putrid bat. Woody English and Woody Jensen. It's apparently a good season to be a guy named Woody. And then, yeah, there we go. Travis Jackson, another one of the worst Hall of Famers in history. So many of them come from, like, the 19th and early 20th century. We got our new trainer. Yeah, we're not remotely close to this. Tony Lazary's playing for the Indians. Okay. All right, I got you. I think that should have been Woody English's award, to be honest, but it's pretty clear that they have a bias against us. Oh, Lou Fonseca? Really? Okay. Or if Babe Ruth retired. Or maybe he was just hurt a lot this season. I don't know. Rookie of the Year. I doubt I have a chance. I don't think I have anyone who even played that long. Manager of the Year, it's not going to be me. I'd like to be Manager of the Year, but it's not likely to happen. I didn't get any votes for What's-His-Face. I thought I'd get at least some. I'm not saying he deserved to win. He definitely didn't, but... Weird. Yeah, as long as Chuck Klein keeps hitting 40 homers a year, no one's going to care. No one's going to match that. Let's go to winter meeting start. As much as I like having a Gold Glove winner, I need some level of offense. And Schulte can at least do that. Okay, bad news for Bigby and Pittsburgh. I'd love to get Johnny Mize or Joe Medwick. Or Dizzy D. This is a really good draft class, actually. Holy crap. Hank Greenberg should be amazing. This could be the season that we get the elite player we need. I just don't know where we're going to be in the draft. Can we take a look? Draft order. I am 8th. Are there 8 really great players? I don't know. The problem is the top guys are Dizzy Dean, Luke Appling, Johnny Mize, Hank Greenberg, Joe Medwick. I doubt any of those will fall to me. Which is problematic, but we'll see what happens. This would be a great year to have a top 5 pick. Oh, well. Okay, we got Fred Schulte. That's pretty good. I think we'll send Tom Lovelace to AAA. And we'll keep him there. He's potentially useful, but I'm not, like, on his stuff or anything. Okay. Hall of Fame voting. I love Hall of Fame voting. It's fun. I'm going to keep casting a ballot for Home Run Baker till he actually wins. Oh, Red Ames, meh. Meh. Shoeless Joe had a really good career in our series. I'm going to vote for him. I'd like to see him make it. Sherry McGee. Rube Marquard. Nah, not Fred Merkel. Fred Merkel's kind of trashed here. No Jeff Pfeffer. No Del Pratt. No Ed Rulebach. Yeah, I'll just vote for these two. I don't see a lot of numbers that pop at me. Maybe Hippo Vaughn. I mean, basically at this point, anyone over 45 deserves a look. Let's get Rube. That's a lot of innings pitched. He did have a decent record. I'll just submit my ballot for these three, and then I can decide later on. Let's go up to the draft. I have a feeling none of the great players are going to slip to me, which really sucks. This is a bad year to pick 8th. This is a good year to pick in the top 5. But I don't know if 8th is going to do it for me. Wait, what? How many Dutch Leonards are there? Oh, I guess there's 2 different people named Dutch Leonard. Okay. This is a bad year to pick 8th. I don't see any of the really great ones getting to me. I just don't. So right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? Medwick might fall to me. Medwick is the only one I think might still be there by the time I draft. We'll see. I was wrong. And I really wanted a great hitter. Denny Galehouse wasn't bad in real life. He's not great, though. Thornton Lee. Damn it. Okay, I need to see who actually picked. Yeah. Every one of the best players was gone. How did Boston get Hank Greenberg when they've already got... This is bull. I don't know how these amazing teams keep getting great players. It's because they have the luxury to bottom out, and I just keep playing around 500. And... Goodman's got decent power, but not a whole lot else to recommend him. Wait, what? You really like Gus Dugas. Holy shit. I mean, Dugas would pretty obviously be a pretty massive shot in the arm to our offense. I think I should take Bruce Campbell. Campbell is pretty decent. He's a complete player like right now. He's not a great left fielder. Oh, we have the Fonseca problem. I don't have anywhere to put him. Campbell, at least I might find somewhere to put. Because he's a good center fielder. But, I mean, he's not going to be a great hitter either. At least be a good one. I think I will actually draft Campbell. Which, he's not going to be a top 3 prospect. It's just not possible. this was a really amazing draft. And it didn't happen. Now we'll go purely on potential. Gil English won't hit that well. Bob Rushing won't hit that well. Rice won't hit. Yeah, I think this was a very, very top-heavy draft. I'll just let you draft the rest of it for me. I can't believe Boston got Hank freaking Greenberg. That's really frustrating. Because he already had Hack Wilson. It's like multiple Hall of Famers are going to the same teams. And I don't know how they're pulling that off when I can't even, like, add one. I don't even look at these guys. We just need to make sure we have a draft class. Okay, we'll sim up the Hall of Fame results. Jake Powell signs, and he's... I mean, Campbell could be a long-time center fielder for us. So it's not, like, useless. But I do want you to spend some time developing. This was such a good draft. And I didn't get an elite player out of it, which is really disappointing. Frickin' Boston getting Hank Greenberg is just, ugh. Wow, Shoeless Joe barely... Oh, Shoeless Joe almost made it. I don't know about Hippo Vaughn, but at least it looks like he was pretty decent. Right. Okay, let's start the culling again. I actually want to look at the worst players and just start cutting them. Anyone who's got really good strikeouts is going to at least get a chance to maybe prove they can do something. You're pretty young yet. Okay, let's cut people. Why was there a problem? Why can't I cut you? When I'm putting people on the deal, I'm... Oh, bloody hell. I didn't drag all the way down to the bottom. I don't know why the draft has so many rounds if no one's minor league roster can handle this many players. I find that inefficient, to say the least. Victor, you know what? Foy Harper's actually a pretty good defensive center fielder. I'll keep him for that reason. You have to be an amazing catcher. You're pretty decent, actually. There you go. Nice one to cut another 20-some players. Here, we'll do it this way. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'll keep all the 30s. Because there's no actual reason, there's no actual punishment for keeping someone on the roster that, there you go. Yeah, because there's no reason not to have a full roster. You just don't gain anything from it. Do I want to put Campbell on the Major League roster? The thing is, your best tool could be your discipline, and I'd like you to develop that. Why do I have Paul Hinson? Because he's a good third baseman, and he's just a trash hitter. I'll find something to do with him. Believe you me. Right, let's continue. Strategically, we need to find a way to start adding prospects, but I don't know who we can trade for those prospects. Which is the problem. Because I don't have a lot of movable assets. Fonseca might be the only exception. Or Sizzler. The problem is people are going to crucify me if I trade either of them. Alright, you know what? Let's take a look at the top minor league systems. We're almost at the dead bottom. The Cardinals have the best minor league system. See, but it almost seems random about who gets named a great prospect, because none of those actually look like great prospects to me. Yeah, Bonura is not that amazing. He's good, but he's not that amazing. I think we'll wait until the preseason, and then we'll start maybe trying to see if we can trade for some of these more elite prospects. But I don't have a lot of hope, to be honest with you. You've increased my free agent budget. That's something, I guess. Yeah, when does it update the minor league system rankings? Oh yeah, the positional strength. I would like very much to look at my own. Which I think is front office. Players, no. Yeah, I don't think it's here. Oh, here we go. Wow, you really think I should be starting Saltzgaver over O'Neill? Okay. Yeah, we've got a really bad third baseman, a pretty bad center fielder, and a mediocre bullpen. It's the only places we're in the second half, though. Yeah, I don't think it'll update the new prospects until opening day. We'll go up to spring training. Oh, Dutch Leonard will be back to 100% in 6 weeks. That's something, I guess. So, who needs to be promoted to the majors? Campbell actually lost development, which is not what I wanted to see. No, he did. Maybe it was always 45-45. I thought it was 45-50 at one point, though. Schaffner at least has to get a shot this season to see if he's worth it. Mel Harder is still a very long way away, I think, as is Husser. Campbell maybe. Mozlov just isn't that great a hitter. I have a lot of bad infielders. Yeah, there's just not a lot to excite me here. John Chapman I actually really like as a backup because he plays all the infield positions well. Which means Yeah, honestly, this is clearly Saltzgaber's year. He's clearly better than Steve O'Neill at everything. Um, yeah, done. Bench coach sets everything. You're really going to start Lindstrom over Rigney? Oh, Rigney took a hit in the offseason, I think. Yeah, we'll see how you are at the end of spring training. I'll make my decision then. I didn't set up my pitching staff, did I? Okay. St. Louis has one of the best minor league systems, right? I think they can do better than this. Pirelli's a good third baseman who's got decent home run power. Treadwell's a really good defensive outfielder who can actually catch, too. There's no way you're going to give me one of your better prospects as a result. Like George McQuinn. Let me look at my prospects. What if I took Mel Harder off the list? Would you take him? No. I think we have to make this deal. Do it. Oh, people aren't going to be happy about losing Steve O'Neill. People actually like, really? Okay. Alright. So Borelli should be on the main roster already. I don't know that he's going to make the final roster, but he's got a good chance. Treadwell will be the backup. I don't have any problem with that. The winner in this one is McQuinn. Because we don't have a replacement for Sizzler yet. But I don't want you playing in spring training. I want you developing in the minors. Okay, Woody Jensen is a 65 in center. It's hard for me to sit here and say I should definitely trade him. But Campbell is a 50 and can actually hit. What if I offered Jensen? I mean, dude won a Gold Glove. That's got to be worth something. Answer? It's not worth a huge amount. There's not like a single 50. Alright, I'll hang on to him. Unless a player's elite, I don't see a need to have like a Topper Rigney around, and no one's going to want him. That's fine. Fonseca's got maybe one more good year. And Jacobson's tanking. He's tanked a lot, actually. Can't Schulte play right? Oh, he's just an amazing center fielder. Like Jensen. Oh, sorry, Charlie Hyde's going to be starting right fielder. Yeah, Jacobson's done. It's a shame, but he's just done at this point. He can't hit anymore. Bishop remains good. Sizzler remains good. Let's continue. I feel pretty happy about that trade. Seriously, Hi? I just get through telling you how you're finally going to get your chance. And you're like, I'm going to get injured for 4 weeks. Idiot. What does Detroit want? I admit Lefty Ortman's not the most exciting prospect, but you gotta give me something. He's like the worst player. No. Just don't insult me. I'm actually very pleased with that trade. Because O'Neill was the kind of luxury, if I'm not going to win the World Series this season, and I'm pretty sure I won't, just put him on the disabled list right now. He's got 2 injuries. He needs just to relax, so he'll be ready for opening day. Yeah, we'll sim right up to opening day, and then we'll play through the season. O'Neill's the kind of player I think that we just don't need right now. Especially when we have Saltzgoffer, who I think is going to be a great starting catcher for me. Cleveland would give me Clay Parrish. Parrish has power, and he plays center field. What is it about Ortman that everyone wants all of a sudden? You know what? I'm going to see if I can get something more out of you. I know there's like no chance in hell you give me Johnny Mize. I'd have to give you Woody English, and to be frank, I'm not going to give you that. Lefty Gomez is even less likely to fly. You'd really give me Mel Harder, and I could get Lefty Gomez out of it? Nah, he's not that good. Clay Parrish is interesting, but I don't want to give up Ortman for it. Like John Kroner, I think I'd rather give up. Because Kroner is he's just not going to have a spot. And at least Parrish has good power, which means he might find a spot on the Major League roster at some stage. Oh no, stop. Okay, good, it stopped. Top 100 prospects. Number 5, that's way better than I thought we would do. That's a lot better than I thought we would do. And Campbell Owens dragged us up to number 6. I could still use another couple of prospects, though. Stupid Cincinnati with their stupid minor league system. There's no way I'm not going to be able to get Joe Medwick off of you. Or Lon Warnicki. Or Bad News Hale. I wouldn't mind Bad News Hale, actually. But again, I just don't see that happening. Unless I trade like Mel Harder, maybe. Yeah, Harder's not in my top list. I will make this trade if you would take it. I'm just pretty sure you won't. Really, this must be a joke. Yeah, you're going to want, like, Woody English, and I don't think he's worth it. Alright. Let's just take what we've got now and just try to build our opening day roster. So we need to get rid of 2 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 starting pitchers. Sorry, Schaffner. I need to get rid of 1 position player. Again, it's pretty obviously Clay Parrish. Except it can't be Clay Parrish. I have too many third basemen. I have way too many third basemen. You want Paul Hinson, go away. Um, Pete Daniels, you play a lot of positions badly, but you do hit for good power. I wouldn't mind turning you into a right fielder and see how that adjusts your value down, actually. But it's better than what it was. Topper Rigney. Can I get anything for you? No. I don't want to cut you, but I also want to see what Borelli can do. Oh, Borelli's not on the 40-man, so yeah. He can go down. Do we call up Campbell? Do we give him his Major League debut already? Or do we wait and see if he develops the discipline? I think I've got to hold back on him. Right now our outfield's not ideal. Oh, we forgot about Schulte. He's back. Which completely changes the complexion of everything. And you play just center field. I'm going to send... This is fine. You know what? It's fine. Because I got like Parrish is literally just here to pinch hit and maybe fill in at center field every now and again. We'll get Charlie High back in a couple of days, actually. You know what? I don't want to release you, but I may have to. Because you won't take a demotion. I guess we demote Clay Parrish and activate Charlie High. And use High to help build the lineup. Okay. I do kind of want Borelli in the lineup. I just don't know. Because he's about as good right now as he'll ever get. And he'd add power at third base, which we don't currently have. How did Lindstrom... Wow, okay. You won't take a demotion, will you? No. Yeah, Rigney's not the problem, actually. Lindstrom is. I'll give Lindstrom another chance. Okay. Clear everything out. Okay, Saltzgaver, pretty obviously going to be my catcher. A left-handed throwing catcher, which is extremely rare. I wonder if he was one of the last in real life. Wait, who's super grumpy? Oh, that's Topper Rigney. Why are you super grumpy? You're probably angry that you're on the freaking trade block, but you know what? I don't care. You'll be happy once you're the starting catcher. Treadwell, Sisler, Bishop. We're going to start Lindstrom, but we're going to play Rigney every 4 days. We're going to let both of them get a pretty fair amount of playing time and then decide from there. Woody English, and then you play brilliant first, second, and short. So you're going to go first, second, short. Fonseca in left. Schulte in center, because defensively he's just as good as Jensen, and he can actually hit every now and again. High and right. Hopefully not literally. Jensen will back up in center. Daniels will back up in right. And Jensen can back up in center too. Jacobson will be a pinch hitter. Sorry, Daniels will be the #1 pinch hitter. And I'll put Rigney up there too, because at least Rigney can draw the occasional walk. And then I need a base stealer. Wow, seriously? That's a pretty damn fast catcher. Yeah, we'll do Jensen and Treadwell and Chapman. So this is going to be the starting 9, and I'm pretty happy about it. Our biggest problem is going to be Sizzler. Not because I'm worried that Sizzler's going to play poorly. I'm sure he'll play great. But because we don't have a replacement for him until McQuinn is ready. And I think McQuinn is going to be a longer-term project. Okay. Bishop has been our leadoff man for the past few seasons. I see no reason to change that now. Let's take a look at batter ratings, actually. I just want to make sure that... who's our best contact? Is it still Sizzler? It's still Sizzler by a pretty fair margin. I like the Bishop, English... Fonseca, Sizzler. I really actually like that lineup. Just because Sizzler has a little bit more power, and I'd like to make sure that Sizzler gets the cleanup at bats. Behind them, Schulte should probably be the 5th hitter. High bat 6th. Then Saltzgaver, and then Lindstrom at the back. That's good. I think this is a good lineup. And we will use the same lineup against lefties. You know what? This actually, because we have a guy like Rigney and a guy like Lindstrom, do either of you have splits? No, Rigney's pretty terrible no matter who you make him hit against. As is Lindstrom, so there's no real platoon advantage there. That's fine. I think this is a good lineup. Pitching staff now. I think it's pretty clear that May is our ace. He's our best starter by a fairly large margin. I think it's pretty clear that Thomas is our number 2 and that French is our number 3. Who was better last year, Hoyt or Kylo? They were both about equally bad. Hoyt and then Kylo. Because we always start highest rested, May should still get the majority of the starts. As long as he's healthy, which I'm pretty sure he is. Okay, Cooney will continue as our... No, who's our best? Who's got the best stuff on the team? It's actually Grabowski. Turner is actually, I think, our overall best pitcher. So we're going to make Turner the stopper this season. And you can be in there for high leverage. Because you've got a good strikeout rate, but you still hit the target, so to speak. Suds will be set up 7th or later and also high leverage. And your 2 roles might change, actually. Actually, you know what? No, you're going to be the stopper. You're going to be set up. And everyone else is going to do middle relief. Wait, didn't I want you to actually be a starter? How would you be rated if I made you a starter? You'd be a 35. I'll keep you at relief for now. And you can be long relief and emergency starting pitcher. Okay. I would like you to use Cooney more often. And then Stewart the least off. No, we'll just do it like that. That's fine. I think this is a good pitching staff. Okay. Lineup set. Pitching set. Let's play ball. And of course, we just lost Sizzler, who I literally just said was the one indispensable player on this roster. I have nothing at first base. I'm going to check free agent market. That's our only hope right now, is that someone has at least an interesting first baseman. Can you play first, Horace Allen? No, you cannot. I had you a couple seasons ago, and you were pretty terrible. Yeah, you can't hit. Would any of my current outfielders make good first baseman? Not Fonseca, not Schulte, not High. Fonseca would at least be marginal at first. This is really bad. Do we... Oh, you know what? What about Borelli? I think he just plays for third, right? Third and left. Second, third, short. Second and third. Damn it. Borelli, I need something. You're going to come in and you're going to be playing first base. And I know you're terrible at it, but actually Lindstrom is less terrible. You know what? We'll put Lindstrom in at first. This probably just killed our season, by the way. Just so everyone knows. Let's see, we're going to put Lindstrom at first. Borelli in at third. There we go. Copy both, please. I shouldn't have said it. It's really my fault. I should never have said how important he was to the team. Not that the AI didn't already know that, but... You know what? I'm not going to take you out for just a wimpy little minor league... Wimpy little minor injury. You're going to need to suck that one up for me. Those are my players on the trading block. Yeah, I'll look at the untouchable list here. Hey, look, Babe Ruth is really good. Doc Ayers is really good. Joe Maley is really good. Good work, Jakey. It was a different time. Oh, come on. This is like... Oh, wow. This is terrible. Who's the best at filling it short? I think it's got to be Rigney. I think Rigney is the best choice. Yes, please cripple my infielders who I don't have replacements for. But leave my outfielders alone, who I do have replacements for. Oh, this is so bad. Pat Wright. I mean, he's terrible, but I don't know what else to do. Okay, you're in at short. Chapman's in at third. You're backing up in first. I was just complaining we needed to bottom out, and I think this is the season that happens, which might get me fired. I'm pretty sure it will get me fired, but we'll see what happens. There goes Roy Walker. You would give me Dutch Holm, the third baseman, who's not bad, but not good enough. Yeah, we're going to have a top 3 pick next season. Might even have the number 1 overall pick. Okay, Sizzler's back. So we'll send down Pat Wright. Okay, I want... Is Lindstrom hitting? Lindstrom isn't hitting either. Lindstrom's actually not hitting badly. You're going to be starting at third. Borelli's going to back up at third. And Sizzler's going to come back in at first. And then we'll have Chapman at first, second, and short. Okay. Alright, then we have Schulte and we have High. Saltzgaber and Lindstrom. Okay. Copy. Copy. Paste. Paste. I mean, I genuinely didn't actually... I wasn't going to sit here and tell you we were going to win. Shut up for Kylo. Aww. Come on, Suds. I thought you were a good pitcher. You will send me Bob Linton, a pretty good catcher. I can't give you McQuinn. I especially can't give you Hoyt, but I can't give you McQuinn. Because McQuinn's the closest thing I've got to a first base prospect. Yeah, no one cares about you. Campbell is dominating at AA. It's getting hard to justify keeping him here. I'd like to see his... We'll check him out in July. I should get another scouting update from him by then. In the meantime... What was that one center fielder's name? Was that Daniels? It was Daniels, actually. Okay. Guess we can call Pat. No, I don't want 3 first basemen. Make him a third baseman again, just so that we don't get people offering to trade me all their third basemen. Yeah, Schaffner is probably never going to make it. He might. And look, Dutch Leonard's hurt again. No, he's only out for 5 days, though. We do need, like, another... I think I will actually keep Pat right on the roster. Let him fill in as, like, a DH every now and again. Or a pinch hitter, rather. How long till, like, Sizzler's like, I want to trade Jacobson. Yeah. I think Jacobson's done. I don't want to cut him because that seems like kind of a dick move to me. But that may be what happens. Why do you think I need a catcher? Saltzgaber is fine. Rigney's going to miss 2 weeks. I guess Chapman's going to be the shortstop. Reinholtz is third base only. Third base and decent center field. Third base only. Third base only. Will be Reinholtz. I'm honestly just going to make him learn, like, play first, second, and third. Or first, second, and short, rather. I don't mind leaving Chapman where he is just for the moment. English will be back soon enough. Can I send you to AAA? No. But I can put you on a rehab assignment, which I think is what we'll do. Actually, I don't know that rehab assignments were actually a real thing in the 20s and 30s. Garrick, Derringer, Hub Walker. $2,000 hits or Frankie Frisch. That's pretty impressive. We'll sum up to the All-Star game. Seriously? Well, you're just a backup catcher, I guess. If someone's going to be seriously injured, I guess I'd rather be a backup catcher. Sure, my new catcher. Just because someone has to be. I do not want to lose my pitching coach. I did find a top 10 prospect. What are you talking about? Yeah, he's number 5. Pitching coaches. You're an amazing coach. I do not want to lose you. I want you to stay on this team forever. McLean has been a pretty good hitting coach for us. He's been a pretty good hitting coach. We've scored well over 800 runs every season we've had him. And he gets along well with everybody. I'm going to go ahead and renew him too. Oh yeah, I didn't actually get to see who our All-Stars were. Jakey May made it again. Tommy Thomas made it. I think that's his first appearance. No, it's his second. Okay. And that's it. We only had 2 people and no hitters. Yeah, this is a really bad season. Seriously, Bill Bain. You go to frickin' St. Louis, the other one, the bad one, and you're like, I'm the most amazing player ever, and I always have been. Hey look, Dutch Leonard's arm fell off again. You're such a dick. I'm going to go ahead and call up Schaffner. I don't think he's got a lot left to learn in the minors. And then you can be long relief emergency starting pitcher. Yeah, we can't go too closely by ERA. By WAR, French is about as useful this season as he was last season. He's just having really bad luck with giving up pitches. How are we hitting this season? Do I want to know? Bishop High, Schrute. Just called him Schrute, like Dwight Schrute. Saltzgaber's kind of bad. Borelli's kind of real bad. You know what? Let's look at WOBA because it's a better pure offensive measure. Yeah, Campbell's good. I'm just not in the mood to rush him. Yeah, no one cares about you, Topper. I want Woody English back. No, don't start playing toward 500 again. So looking forward to having a good draft pick. No, I don't want catchers. Oh boy, Rick Neesmack, hooray. How has Chapman been? You've actually been pretty decent. I think we just... Can I trade you for anything? get Bucky Harris. The thing is, you're going to think you're a starting second baseman, which you're not, but... Happy Felsch. He was a really good hitter at one point, and that point has long since passed. Sammy Hale was second and third. You wouldn't be the worst Sizzler insurance to have. Ball player Watson has decent power and decent... I wouldn't mind trading for you just to get Rigney off the team, because otherwise he's just going to drag everyone down. It's not like we just won the World Series or anything, but he's not as big a dick as some others. I'm going to go ahead and send you down to the minors, Borelli. You've still got a long way to go. Stupid Woody English. That literally torched our season right there. It's for a catcher, isn't it? Yes, it is. And you're wanting me to give up 2 good players for him. No. How long are you out? Okay. Alright. Gonna take a deep breath. Yeah, we're still mediocre, which is gonna make the owner kinda happy. How have you done, ball player Goebel? Yeah, AAA with you. AA, sorry. Yeah, Sutherland is retiring. I keep putting together mediocre rosters, and it means I never bottom out, so I get the really elite prospects. You are not remotely good enough to be part of the starting lineup. You're not even a little bit close. You can go away. Hooray, mediocrity. We've done it again. We're in a rut. And eventually we're going to get fired because of it. Woody English, get him back in the lineup stat. He's my boy. I love Woody English. He is the wind beneath our wings. You can back up at third, it's fine. We're going to do some serious evaluating at the end of the season. There's not a lot we can do, I don't think. And so we go on this ridiculous winning streak at the end just to make sure we get another crappy draft pick. God damn it. Yeah, finish the damn playoffs. Another World Series for the friggin' Philadelphia A's. Lou Gehrig wins a Triple Crown. You're pretty happy with that. You like Bruce Campbell. You like that you think is better. Yeah, okay. Give me another 3. You're apparently really happy with how I've been doing. Even if I can't take it to the next level yet. That's going to end the episode. This was a disappointing season in the fact that I either wanted to bottom out or make it to the playoffs, and we didn't do either. 82 and 72 is really good. but we're still in a situation where you have to win the division to make the playoffs. So I think next on Monday's OOTP episode, we're really going to try our best. Actually, we're going to do a tiny bit of off-season right now, just because I want to see if there's any free agents that are worth signing. There probably aren't. The AI is really good at hanging on to the great players. Like Harry Lane, Yeah. We really need to start seeing some improvement from guys like Quinn. And McQuinn admittedly put on some potential put on some overall this season. Let me check something. Are you not saving all the development reports? Because I want all of them. No. Where is that? I guess maybe it doesn't save all the development. Or that might have just been his only one. Let's look at someone like Bishop, who's been with the team for a long time. Yeah, I think that's just his only development report. That must have been the first time he developed. For us, anyway. No, he's developing. He's just developing only like a tiny bit at each point. So his power's gotten a bit better. His contact's gotten a bit better. Everything's getting better. So McQuinn still has a potentially bright future. How long are you hurt? Okay. I was worried about your discipline. Did that get better? It did. I think you have to start with us for us next season. Schulte was pretty good. He was pretty real good. Did you develop any? You actually lost some of your power, and power was a big piece of your value. We'll have to see how you turn out. I'm sure Baby Doll Jacobson walked, and I don't care that they did. The core is still really good. Can I afford to keep Campbell in the minors for one more full season? I mean, he dominated AAA. Or AA, rather. He just dominated. He did everything right. It's hard. It's hard for me to sit here with a straight face and tell you that he's bad. He's worse than Schulte. So Schulte's a really good center fielder. I could put you in left. Then again, we still have Fonseca. That's something to really think about next episode, I think. We'll give a good hard think to who we want to train and what we want them to do and everything else. Mel Harder is not developing, which is a real tragedy, because we've had him now for 3 seasons. We spent a first-round draft pick on him, and he has just not put anything together yet. Maybe he will. He's put more heat on the ball. That's a good sign. I think he's just had an uneven development. Maybe we should give him a shot in spring training. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please remember to like, subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about how we did this season. I'm kind of okay with it, except for, again, for the fact that I really wanted to bottom out so we could get one of these elite prospects. Because eventually George Sisler's going to retire. And George Sisler has been like 80% of our offense. I mean, he led the league in hits like a bunch of years. He led the league in doubles a couple years. Even last season, he still hit really well. He's just an awful, awful first baseman. And that brings down his value somewhat. But you've got to be close to 3,000 hits, don't you? You're over 3,000 hits. Yeah, you're like a first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, Max Bishop continues to be good. He was real good this season, which shows how valuable someone who plays pretty good second base and draws a lot of walks can be. Not the majors and walks. But yeah, I am growing concerned that once players start to retire, especially Sizzler, although I'm growing more confident in McQuinn, McQuinn is going to be like a solid league average type hitter who's admittedly pretty good at stealing bases, so there's some value in that, but it's going to take him a while, I think, before he's ready. So, we'll see, though. We'll see. We've actually been pretty successful as a team. Pretty successful. We finished under 500. The last time I finished under 500 was 1926, which I think might have been before I came here. Let's finish by looking at my career so far. I arrived in 1925, and then at 26 I went 72 and 82, and then I've finished above 500 every season so far. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's it for now. And until next time, I bid you good day.